Salama, salama, salama. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Rogare, rogare, rogare to the children of the Most High. This is Sister Nesta. Coming to just share a dream that I had on Sunday. I was in a house. It looked like our house, but not quite. There's a few changes here and there. And the room that I was in seemed like I was in our kitchen with a few changes here and there. So in this dream, there was darkness. It was dark. There was darkness outside. There was darkness inside. There was darkness everywhere. And I had been held up in this room. As if I'd been pushed into this room, like, you've been retreating and now you find yourself in this one room. So I was holding up in this room, which is actually, in real life, that's our kitchen, with the exception of the front doorway that goes into the living area. There's actually, in the dream, there's actually a door there. In real life, it's just a doorway. There's no door, but there's a door behind and a window, and it backs out onto the deck. So in real life, that's how it is. So I was looking out through the front room of the house, as though I was expecting something to just burst in and come into the house. And I was very afraid. I remember being extremely terrified, expecting danger to come into the house. It's almost as though that there'd already been a breach into the house, and this was the only safe room in the house. That's how it was. But I was also expecting friendly, if I could use that terminology, I was expecting friendlies to also come. I don't know if I was expecting my children or my family, my husband and children. I don't know who I was expecting, but obviously I was alone in there. My family wasn't with me, and I was expecting someone else to come. So I was waiting, darkness everywhere. And I turned on the light switch, exactly the same light switch in the house, even where it was located, same as in real life in our home. I turned it on, the light turned on. Even though the light turned on, it was just giving a very dim light. Very dim light. It did not brighten the room. It did not penetrate the darkness at all. So I was still in the dark, even though the light was on. And then at some point, I left this room. I don't know what happened, why I left, where I went. That part I either can't remember, or just, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But I came back into this room to find that the back doors had been blown open. We have a sliding door currently, and that was the similar in the dream as well. And then there's a window. It seemed like we had a few more windows than we have in our home. And everything in the back had been blown open. And at that point, I knew that my safe zone was no more. There was no more safe place. And at that point, I felt cornered. And that's when I started to pray. And when you are in a dangerous situation and the adrenaline kicks in, and all of a sudden you have this courage. That's what happened to me. I had this courage, and I started to speak to this invisible force that was happening all around me. I couldn't see it. I just knew that something was in the house now with me, all around me. So I started to speak to this and to this force, this invisible force. And I can't remember everything that I was saying. The only thing that I do remember is that I said, I remember saying Yahuwah, I remember saying Yahusha, and I also remember saying something along the lines of, the word of the Most High, and says something, and then I said, you must leave, you must depart, because something about the Most High, or the word of the Most High compels you. Something about that. I don't even use the word compels, or compel in real life, but it's not something that I readily use. I don't even remember the last time that I would actually use the word compel. So anyway, but that is the word that I distinctly remember speaking to these forces. But as I was speaking, they seemed to be a loudspeaker. I actually could see it from inside, that was outside the deck, right outside our deck, a loudspeaker. My words were being broadcasted everywhere. They were going far, because I could see in my mind's eye what was happening as a result of my words. Whatever prayer that I was doing against these forces was causing a fiery eruption to happen somewhere, not sure where, but I could see a fiery explosion happening as a result. And from there, either that dream ended or the scene changed, because I don't remember what happened in between. The next thing I remember was I was in our bedroom, exactly the way it is in real life, and right outside our bedroom, outside the deck, I saw two dinosaurs. They looked like dinosaurs walking right outside the deck. And at that point, I was just like, no, I can't take anymore. I just fought to wake up, and I woke up out of that dream. So when I woke up, I thought, okay, this dream is probably speaking to me personally. Maybe there are areas in my life where the armor of Yah has been breached. There's area in my life where there's some weaknesses. I need to tighten up the belt. Upon speaking to my sister Deborah, and Sister Deborah is the one that Yah gave the prophecy, the first video that we posted, Warning to Africa. She is the one. So I spoke to her, and she felt that this dream was not specifically for me, that it seemed as though this dream was just Yah was revealing some things to come. And so I decided I will go ahead and share this dream with the body of Mashiach, so that you all can pray about it. Ask the Father, ask Yah if this dream is from him, and what is the interpretation of this dream. And I will have to post again, because so this happened on Sunday. On Wednesday, Sister Deborah had a word. She had a word from the Most High, and she got it at 2 a.m. So I guess that would have been Monday night when she received it. She woke up on Tuesday and ended up telling me all about it. She was able to record just like 5 minutes of this word, but it had been given over maybe an hour. And she told me that, it was so late, I didn't want to call you. So, and she felt as though the Ruah was instructing her to call me, but because it was late, she didn't want to call. So she ended up just at the tail end of this word, she recorded 5 minutes of it. So I've actually started to write it down, so I can have a transcript of this word, and I will read it. I'll do another video where I'll read this word that she received. So this word was received on Wednesday. There's some things that were said that seem to confirm my dream as well. So that's why I feel like, okay, maybe I need to release this dream. And also, Wednesday, I want to say, actually, her dream, she did not get it on, her vision, she did not get it on Wednesday, or the word prophecy, not vision, but the prophecy, the word of prophecy. She did not get it on Wednesday. I think she got it actually on Monday. So Sunday night, I believe, is when she got it. Because on Tuesday, there was another word also that was given that I was able to record. So we'll pray over that and see if Yah will have us to release it. I want to say yes, we'll probably have to release it because it's also a warning, and it's not for us. So we'll pray over that, and then you'll see another video. Maybe you'll see 2 other videos, depending on whether or not we decide to just include the word that she received that I was able to record along with the one that I would just read, that I would transcribe and read. So look out for another video. So let's all be in prayer. Children of the Most High, let's all be in prayer. Let's seek the face of Yahuwah in this time. We are living in perilous times. We are living in uncertain times. The world is, people are terrified, they are scared. But we are the children of the Most High. Those that are in the covenant, we have nothing to fear, but we need to be aware, we need to watch, we need to pray. I feel like this is a time that we need to be praying. If it's possible for us, let's be in fasting as well. Let's truly seek Yahuwah. Let's seek Him, because I believe that He wants to speak to us. He wants to give us more. He wants to give us more instructions for the time that we're living in. So let's be in prayer, brothers and sisters. That's all I have. Shalom. Salama.